now watching JoWork TV.
What's up, y'all? Let me set this camera down before I drop this camera, and Best Buy gonna have to hear everything that comes out of my mouth when I be upset. Anyway, I had an excellent day today. If you guys wondering how my day was, it was excellent. It was cool. It was very draining because I had to go to this long meeting. Then I had school to go to, and it was just crazy. Like, the math that I have now is just unbelievable. I don't know what's the purpose of math. You know, sometimes like I think about, like, why do I need to do this math? Like, it's all these fractions and these mixed numbers and these improper fractions. It's just way too much. But anyway, once again, that's not important. That's not the point of this video. But it is a part of the video because the reason why I'm saying that is to bring a little situation up that happened with my school, that happened in my school today. Oh, come on, Joseph, get it right, Joseph. Anyway, this lady at my school, you know, she's a very, very cool person. I believe she's in her 50s. She could be my mother, basically. And, you know, she's in my class, and she's a very, very, very humble person. Like, she's very sweet. She just always, she's willing to learn. And you know, like, people nowadays, they're not willing to learn. They're willing to talk and control and tell you what to do. Y'all know what I'm saying. You know, people don't like to sit and be taught something. They feel like they know everything. But this lady is so determined to pass this class that we're in. And it's very good to be around people like that. That motivates me and inspires me, you know what I'm saying, to keep going or to come to class every Saturday. Or to just, you know, just stay focused. When you're around people that go hard for what they want in life, it just makes you just want to go harder for what you personally doing. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we was talking or whatever before class started, and she was just like, well, we was talking about the homework that we had to do, and she was like, you know, I really like you because you be trying to do your homework and you be trying to stay up to par with everything, and you know, you just always seem like you focused. And I had told her, I was like, honestly, it'd be the complete opposite sometimes. Like, I'll get home, I won't do my homework, I'll be twittering. I just, you know, when you in your own comfort zone, you don't really do what you need to do. You feel like you can do it later, and that's kind of how I am. I postpone things a lot. You know, I never really do it. But you know, we was complimenting each other, and I showed her my pictures from modeling or whatever because I had my portfolio with me. And she was, you know, saying the pictures was nice, and she was just saying I was a really cool person and that I was mature for my age. Anyway, she broke down to me, and you know, she was just crying, and she was just saying, you know, it's really good that God is keeping her. And when she said that, I was wondering, like, why she randomly was even talking to me about her life and how she feel about her life right now being in Atlanta, which is a different place for her. And she was just saying, you know, my mother passed and someone else passed in my family with all these different health problems, and sometimes she was saying sometimes she just didn't know what to do. She felt like giving up. She felt like walking away. She felt like what she was doing wasn't good enough. And when she said that, I nearly broke down in tears. Like, it was, you know how the tears come like right here to your eyes, and it don't come down though. It was like that close, and I was like really feeling bad for her because I put myself in her shoes, and if I ever lose my mama, you know, or anything like that, I don't know what I would do. You know, I don't know how I would react, because we can sit and say, oh, it'll be cool, or I'll try to get over it, but it seems like the end of the world when you lose someone that you really care about. And when she was saying that and saying that things are not going well for her down here in Atlanta with, you know, being in school and trying to get a job, she was just saying it's very difficult for her, and she felt like giving up. And, you know, I just told her, I said, I went through a lot, you know, and even though I'm young, I'm very young, you know, I still live with my parents. I'm 19, and somebody had the nerve to say I still live with my parents. Of course I'm gonna still be living with my parents. I just got into school, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not on campus yet. I'm 19, I just got out of high school last year. What do you expect, my life to be rushed by the roulette? Come on. But anyway, but they know who they are who said that, and I know they watch my videos. Anyway, so the lady, you know, she was just basically saying that she feel like just losing it. She feel like what she's doing is not good enough. She feel like she doesn't mean anything. And it kind of made me feel bad because I think about a lot of times when I felt like giving up. I think about a lot of times when I still feel like, well, just walking away from certain situations. And I realize we can't walk away from certain situations, but well, any situation, because it's like everything is a challenge. And no matter how you look at it, no matter, you can be sideways looking at it, you can look at it the other way, you can look at it straight forward, you can look at it down. It doesn't matter. The way you look at it is what it is. It doesn't change from. And when she told me this, it was so overwhelming, you know, and because I went through a lot, you know, like last year and the last year before that. Like I told you guys, like I even made a video about it. When I was in high school, I had a 3.4 average, okay? And when I got out of high school, I didn't graduate. I didn't get my diploma because I didn't pass the graduation test, which is 4 parts, you know, the English, the math, the science, and the social studies, and the writing, which is 5 parts. And I passed all of them, but I didn't pass the science. And, you know, it seems like something you can brush off, or it seems like something, oh, you can pass that. But it makes people feel insecure about themselves when you can't reach a certain goal, or you can't get past something. It makes you feel some type of way. It makes you feel like you're just limited to what you're doing. And it made me feel like that. And when this lady was telling me that she feel like giving up because her career isn't the same as what it used to be, it touched me a lot, because with all the stuff that goes on in my life personally, it makes me think that God has something for me. It makes me still believe in the future. And it's like, no matter what people can sit and say about you, no matter what people try to put against you, no matter what people try to like how they try to come towards you, it's like we have to stay focused. We have to like just stay in our lane and walk forward. We have to run our race. We have to run in our lane and get our ticket at the end. Because it's not going to matter at the end of this race who distracted you. It's not going to matter about that. It's going to be about you. If you don't keep going and keep walking forward, and you sit up here worrying about what people saying about you, that's when it's going to bother you. That's when you're going to trip and fall. That's when you're going to stop and the race is going to be over. That's when it seems like you feel like giving up. And tell you guys, you know, we always gonna have obstacles and trials and tribulations and things that we have to overcome. But if we're not just continuing to step forward, we're gonna keep falling. You know, we're gonna continue to keep falling. And I never want you guys to give up because of what somebody else is saying. I never want you guys to put your life and the things that you want on hold just to please someone else. I never want you guys to be someone else that you're not. It just doesn't, it's not right. And I don't care what you wear. I don't care how you rock it. I don't care how you talk. I don't care how you walk. I don't care what you do in your life. If you're not being you, then you're not being nothing. And that's how I look at things. You have to be yourself with wherever you go. Because if people feel like you're being insecure about yourself, if people feel like you're trying to give them something else and they know that you a honey butter mustard, then they're going to read through that. And that's when they're going to try to bring you down. The guy that made a video response to my last video, I appreciate everything you said. I'm gonna just say that. I appreciate everything you guys said in that last video, whether it was being negative or whether it was, you know, having my back. I really appreciate it. You guys, just be blessed. Hold your head up. Don't pout when situations don't go your way. Just continue to smile, because you don't want to keep looking sad. You don't want to keep looking sad. You always want to smile, because life is too good and life is too short and God is too wonderful. All right, peace out. And I am JoWork.